Hello, welcome to Outside Xbox. You're watching Show of the Week. I'm Mike.
And I'm Andy. This week we played the new multiplayer mode in Hitman 2, known as Ghost Mode. Or at least I did. I don't know what Mike was doing.
Is he going to isolate himself? Oh no, here comes a flamingo!
Here comes a flamingo,
Here
a
comes
murderous
a flamingo!
flamingo.
He's sprinting past you. He's going for it. He can't be stopped. He doesn't care about unnoticed kills. Oh, he's neck snapped there, Andy. No.
Are you
It's a
being
game of
spotted, Andy?
catch-up. It's a chaotic game of catch-up.
Crime notice.
Oh, it's fine.
Mike, you can't just kill people when everyone's looking at them. No one's ever going to score a point.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
No, it didn't. Ghosts are supposed to be silent and invisible.
Oh no, I'm more one of those big angry ghosts, stomping down Fifth Avenue while the Ghostbusters try and zap it.
Are you describing the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Ooh, yeah, that. I'm that.
Well, speaking of ghosts, there was a Call of Duty called Call of Duty Ghosts, and there's a new Call of Duty called Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
What was that?
It was a slick professional segue, Mike. I'm trying to make things a bit more professional.
A
around
Segway
here.
is one of those sideways skateboards with a handle.
No, look, just shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up. All right, let's both shut up. Only not yet, because we need to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
So here we are, Mike, in Call of Duty
Yes.
Black Ops 4.
We've both been playing a bit of this, haven't
Yep, we're going to play some multiplayer and
Sounds good.
chat a bit about the game. There's no single-player campaign
we? No, that's the
in
big news,
Call
isn't
of
it,
Duty
basically?
this year. How do you feel about that?
I've got mixed feelings. It does feel like something's missing, but I'm not sure if that's just tradition or not. I mean, obviously the multiplayer is what people have traditionally mainly played,
Yeah.
right? But there was always quite a nice thing about sort of cracking up a new Call of Duty and kind of warming up with the single player.
Yeah,
I've
they
definitely
were-
heard other people say that.
They were talking about how the number of people who connected online.
Yeah.
There was a statement from Activision,
Right.
and it was the most sort of convoluted, weird way of stating things. But it was like the most people have connected online on day one in the
Right.
series history.
You know they've gone through the stats. It's not like the best selling. So they're like, it's not the most pre-ordered.
Yeah.
So they've got to keep going down through the stats. So they've got to go for the most connected online.
Yeah, well, and
That's 'cause
also
the game is literally only online.
yeah, that's probably because those people would normally have played the campaign.
Yes. Yeah.
And now they're not doing that because
But-
there isn't one.
On the other hand, as we said, people would mainly play this, and obviously Blackout, which we'll come on to a bit later, is not a bad replacement really. And I think it's going to be a very, very popular mode, and probably has more longevity than a sort of 4 to 6 hour campaign.
Yeah, but there is something about those bombastic Call of Duty campaigns where
Yeah.
everyone's like blowing up the Eiffel Tower or
Yeah, it's
like
sort of-
going into space.
It's
or
almost
something.
like context, isn't it? Like at the, I think there's been a problem with recent Call of Duties where they've become sort of indistinct, like futuristic type things, and this feels even less sort of grounded. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it doesn't have a storyline that kind of sets the tone for it. So yeah, it's. I don't know what the consistent theme is. I mean, there is a sort of storyline surrounding the specialists. It's really strange. Like Mason's daughter or granddaughter is back. Frank Woods appears in a simulation. There's some
Right.
really weird stuff in there.
So where does this stuff come up?
So if you go to Specialist HQ...
Oh,
it's-
the training
it's-
stuff.
Yeah, they're training missions. And they're rubbish. They're like bot matches and, but that's all the story you get. And it just feels very, very strange.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, I think the multiplayer is good. Like Treyarch really are the kind of multiplayer A team. We've been saying this for some time. And this is sort of fairly pure COD, isn't it? It's boots on the ground combat, as they like to say.
Yeah.
They've taken out a lot of the wall running and all that kind of nonsense. So it's kind of back to basics to a degree.
It's kind of the impression I've got from this game is that they're just not interested in converting anyone who isn't already a Call of Duty
Yes,
fan.
yeah.
It's like this is the CODiest COD that ever CODed.
Yes, it's true, yeah.
It's just full on
Maybe they're
fan
relying on
service.
Blackout to do that. I don't know. Maybe they're hoping that the Battle Royale thing will be sort of popular, like word of mouth style, and
Yeah,
people
but the
who maybe
reason-
dropped the series might come back to it.
Yeah, but the reason Fortnite is a popular battle royale game is that it's free.
That's
if
true.
you're paying whatever, how like full AAA game
Yeah,
price
yeah.
for this. Like if you're just into, for God's sake, I'm having such a bad game.
Because you're trying to talk and analyse
yeah.
the game while playing it, which is not
It's
easy.
it's tricky. Yeah, if you're paying full price for this game,
Yes.
it's not like you're going to be converting people
Yeah.
who weren't already Call of Duty fans.
Yeah.
Because
Because why would you even pick the box up or
Yeah.
download the game? I know what you
Exactly.
mean, and it's funny, isn't it? Because people probably spend way more on Fortnite than they ever would on a full price copy of Call
Yeah,
of Duty.
but it's so incremental that you
yeah,
don't
exactly.
notice
Yeah.
that
It's a
that's
little
what you're
bit
doing.
each month or whatever.
Yeah, there we go. There's that after death.
Nice.
Yeah, that tripwire
Mesh
kill.
mine, yeah. Those things are a real pain. I've been
Yeah.
killed by so many of those.
Man, yeah. Well, I do like the specialists.
Yeah.
It gives it all a little bit of an Overwatch feel. You know, you've got your ultimate charging and everything.
Yeah. They've definitely learned a lot of stuff from that. I like. There's a nice touch in that you get a kind of play of the game
Yeah.
at the end of it as well, which is I think a bit better than the last kill. It always felt really embarrassing to be killed by the last kill in Call of Duty. Whereas at least if it's best play, it's literally the best thing that happened, and you can't feel too ashamed if you got.
Like, well, I got killed by the
Plugged
best thing that
by
happened in the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. That's not quite as embarrassing. I quite like the levels as well. They feel like real classic sort of, tight, confined sort of COD levels.
Yeah.
You won, Andy.
Good. All right, Mike, we're going to hand over to you. Play
All
some
right.
Blackout.
All right, let's play some Blackout. Let's do it.
Okay, here we are in Blackout, which
Yes.
is a mode we talked about before on Show of the Week, but it's it's PUBG, but Call of Duty.
I really like it. I really like the combination of sort of PUBG scale, but with Call of Duty shooting. Activision probably pinning quite a lot of their hopes on this as a kind of rejuvenation, because I think COD fatigue is not just a recent thing. It's literally COD fatigue kicked in about 5 years ago. This series has been going for a long time. It's been sort of king of the hill for a long time, basically. And I think maybe this is the thing that might attract some people. But as you said, you're going to have to pay your 50 quid or whatever to... why are there no guns in this place? You have to pay your 50 quid just to get into Blackout. But it doesn't seem short of players at the moment,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's the novelty of the new thing. It's whether it sticks around.
I think the key is also, and I think they've said this, but the reason Fortnite is so successful is that the game evolves, and there's something new to keep you coming back to Fortnite Battle Royale every single week, basically. So I think there needs to be a sort of post-launch, like aftercare sort of thing going on,
like seasons of content. Like
yeah,
Fortnite
absolutely.
does.
Otherwise, I think it will just wither and die, basically. So
yeah, that's interesting, and you've got to wonder how they're going to monetize this, because they're clearly that's the point of having these battle royale modes, is so you can sell people emotes and things like that. Although speaking of the emotes, isn't it controversial the fact that this game has emotes?
So apparently, I mean, if I don't know how well I can demonstrate this.
If you go outside and go next to the gate.
Yeah, well, this one. So I can kind of peek round.
Yeah,
and have a look, check my angles and stuff.
It's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
It is a little bit cheaty. But I think for Treyarch, not to get too sort of inside baseball, but like this is called Blackout. It's not called like Call of Royale or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's almost
that's
like
a terrible name.
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah, but I only thought about it while playing the game right now.
Royale of Duty.
Royale of Duty, maybe slightly better, but not much.
Not much.
So the point is,
they're taking ownership of it by calling it like Blackout.
It's inextricably linking it to Black Ops.
Yeah.
And so I do wonder whether the next Call of Duty will be back to a sort of trad single player job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then Blackout will be a separate, like, free to play.
It'll become its own sort of thing.
So you think this is more of a like testing the water kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I honestly think that they're going to try and spin this off into its own thing, and they'd be wise to. I think probably.
Yeah.
All those solo players, I think, have just sort of disappeared. Really. And
yeah.
You could argue that Zombies fills some of that gap, but really, Zombies is so weird. And again, we'll come on to that in a second.
Yeah.
Zombies is so strange. I don't think it hits the same audience that the single player campaign would.
No, it's like it's sort of pitched to 3 different audiences, this game.
There's a guy here, isn't there?
He's got off his bike and he's opened this door.
And he lives in here now.
You're making quite a lot of noise.
I know, I love it.
FYI.
Alright, let's talk a bit about Zombies, because
okay,
it's pretty strange.
Cool. And here we are in Zombies, which is the 3rd pillar.
Yes.
It's only 3 pillars. It's a bit wobbly. But explain this to me, because I've not played this yet.
I honestly wish I could. So obviously Zombies started as the kind of Nazi zombies thing in Call of GT World at War. I think it's just gotten weirder and weirder. So it started off as like a weird bonus mini-game. And now it is, like you say, one of the key pillars of the game. But it's no less strange. I mean, we're in a sort of Roman Colosseum.
But you have a gun?
I honestly don't know. We're sort of time travelers. We drank some weird stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know how I feel about Zombies. I think it's it's sort of still married to this concept that it's kind of horde mode survival thing.
Yeah.
And that eventually you're going to die. So that even the tutorial's like, the game will always end with you dying. That's just how it goes, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, it's not very satisfying, really.
Yeah.
And also, it's really difficult. I mean, this is the very early stages, and zombies kind of go down quite easily. You can kind of sort of headshot them and stuff, and they'll keel over. But yeah, I think I just prefer a kind of Left 4 Dead style, you know, actual sort of narrative to it, and you know, kind of progress thing.
Again, zombies has always felt to me like that thing I was saying earlier about Call of Duty not wanting to appeal to anyone who doesn't like Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, this is it at its most sort of like inaccessible and weird. It's kind of fun. I mean, it's entertaining, definitely, but there's so much lore in there and all sorts of stuff. Like, I know a few like Call of Duty YouTubers who specialise in zombies, and they're like super into it. They get really, really into it, but I can't imagine myself ever getting that involved with the sort of storyline and the Easter eggs.
I like the Easter egg stuff. I think that's cool. But it's such a hassle to get to all that content.
And they're always, you know, like
you need
4 players all cooperating properly. And so, yeah, you just end up watching a YouTube video. I think it's just a bit too weird. And that's why I don't think it could ever be a proper replacement for the campaign, which was Call of Duty at its most accessible. Do you know what I mean? It's like the campaign is the bit of Call of Duty literally anyone can enjoy, because you can whack the difficulty down to easy if you're rubbish, and you get a storyline, you get some big explosions, you get to shoot some people. It's, you know, it's the easy thing to get into. This is, even those Call of Duty Zombies YouTubers are complaining a little bit that it's too hard.
Yeah.
And things are being patched and nerfed and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, they've really gone to town with it. And yeah, like you say, it ties into that kind of thing where Black Ops 4 definitely doesn't seem to be for newcomers to the series. And I guess we're getting to a stage now where there are plenty of people playing games who weren't really around even when the first Modern Warfare became a big deal.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty just doesn't mean the same thing to them as maybe it does to us.
Yeah.
Which is this hyper-successful, you know, shooter series.
Like the sort of AAA blockbuster roller coaster campaign game.
And it is weird that then, you know, I guess they're hedging all their bets on Blackout, and that people will, I guess the Call of Duty fans will speak to their mates and say, hey, Blackout's really, really good, and it's different from Fortnite and different enough from PUBG, or just better and more stable than PUBG, that hopefully that word of mouth might bring more people to the series, but it seems a bit of a gamble.
So yeah, Black Ops 4, I guess, you know, it's easy to recommend if you're a Call of Duty fan.
Yeah.
Maybe less so if you're just more of a casual shooter fan.
Yes, absolutely. Or if you just absolutely love those Call of Duty campaigns.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting one. Sorry.
No, bad luck, unfortunately. Oh, hit that thing, it'll blow everyone up.
Kaboom!
At least they did not die by
Wait, wait, wait. So there's no single-player campaign this year in Call of Duty at all? Now what will happen to our beloved Black Ops favourite characters, like Woods, Reznov, the Numbers Mason,
They're just focusing on the really key stuff for Call of Duty this year, Jane. So.
Right, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah,
like the Emblem Editor.
The Emblem Editor?
Yeah, the
I don't
Emblem
think
Editor.
anyone is really that keen on the Emblem Editor in Black Ops.
You better tell it to Mike then, Andy, in your Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Challenge of the Week. He's prepared for you.
Oh, man.
All right, Andy.
Hello. Hi,
because I'm
Mike.
very unimaginative, I'm just going to give you a similar challenge to the one you gave me the last time we did Black Ops 4. Do you remember my fine art challenge?
Oh, no.
I had to recreate the Mona Lisa.
My own medicine.
Do you remember how difficult it was?
It tastes bad.
I would like you to create a self-portrait
oh my God.
in Black Ops 4's Emblem Editor.
How will I render my handsome, beautiful face in
That's
such
your
crude
problem,
shapes?
not mine. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do it, which is the exact same amount of time you gave me, and your time starts now.
No, my face is so much more complicated than the Mona Lisa. You can't.
And so much more enigmatic.
Yeah.
How are you going to replicate Andy's enigmatic
my famous
smile?
enigmatic smile. I could
look,
cheat
the
and use
hands-
hands again. Yes, yeah, you like that.
That wasn't cheating, that was being really imaginative.
Does that look like me at
It
all?
looks more like me,
a
I
little
think,
bit.
probably.
Oh, that's not fair. All right, what else? I'm just seeing if there's any pre-made.
You could
Right,
start with a skull and layer the skin over it.
Layer skin over it. Yeah, all right. Okay, there's
how
my
you
skull.
gonna go for it?
That's my famous skull under there, and then
Okay, give yourself some eyes then. You'd have thought an eye would be in there. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like an obvious thing to have.
yeah, there's a
The
vampire,
vampire mouth, you could give yourself a vampire mouth.
Yeah, maybe I will. Oh, it's massive. There we go. Oh, it's the same colour. I've got to change the colour.
Okay.
Give it a... There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you wear lipstick on the regs?
Not often. But, all right, there we go. And where are my eyes? Let's get my eyes in there.
Okay.
All right, fine. This isn't working. I'm just going to cover my skull with skin now.
Okay.
Let me get a face shape. Hang on. So, probably maybe this, and I'll free transform it a bit wider.
Okay. But as long as we all know that there's a skull
underneath it. Yeah,
that's fine.
So everyone knows.
What colour is your face?
Pink. There we go. That's my face.
You've got real close to the camera there.
All right, and I need some eyes.
Okay. I can tell you that you have 7 minutes and 18 seconds left, so still most of your time left.
This is... Hey, look, there's like an eye. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's called sight as well. It's perfect. Copy.
Yeah.
And
right,
paste. Yes. There we go.
There you go.
There are my eyes.
Yeah.
My 2 eyes.
Now put some pupils in there.
Yeah. It's quite big.
Giant single pupil. It looks like a nose now.
Right. Pupils are black, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I can see the faces starting to come together.
Bit wall-eyed there.
All right, now you're looking out for enemies.
Yeah,
over to the
I'm
right.
like Action Man.
To your right.
Okay, I need a nose.
Okay.
It's one of my key features.
That was the bit I left till last
Yeah.
on the Mona Lisa, and it went badly wrong.
Everyone's always like, "Oh, Andy and his nose," always going around with his nose.
If you spin that round,
yeah,
like rotate it the other way around, it might look a bit more nose-shaped.
It's a bit Bert and Ernie, isn't it?
It's a little bit Bert and Ernie. As long as you don't make it bright orange, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's good. I like it.
Almost human. You could have that like C-shaped one at the top, third along, and just turn it into a smiley face.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very natural looking.
I mean, nothing about this is natural looking.
Wait. Hang on.
Are you looking for
hey, look, teeth.
You don't have like horse teeth.
I'll make them smaller. Oh, there's no mouth for them to go in. It looks a bit weird.
You might have to create a mouth around it.
Wait.
You've got loads of time though. You've got 4 minutes and 44.
Delete this. I'm running out of time. I'm just going to put is there like just a wedge shape? Fine, I'll just put this one in.
Smiley face.
Okay. There I am, my classic
Andy smile.
My classic wry smile. I should probably put some hair on here.
What about patterns? Might there be a pattern that looks a bit like... Oh, okay. Is that like a fringe?
Sort of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I can see it. The more of it that's off the screen, the more convincing it looks, I think, actually.
Yeah, okay. So let's make that brown. I'll make it black.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Just your goth era, right?
Yeah.
There we go. That's about right.
Okay.
Do you need some beard action on there?
Yeah. Oh, maybe one of these patterns would be good for a beard.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, there's a moustache. All right, brilliant.
Yeah, just like your moustache.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's the start.
I'm running out of time, Mike. There's no time.
That's true. You are now down to a mere 3 minutes.
Ah! Okay, and a beard to go with it.
I want this to be convincing enough that if it was your passport photo, they'd still let you back in the country.
Well.
This might be what you're after.
Like cross-hatching.
Yeah, or maybe that sort of far right, bottom right.
Wait, if I get like a bunch of these...
Yeah.
Make them smaller and black...
Yeah, then they'd be like beardy stubble.
Yeah.
Stubbly beard.
Wait. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, like it. All right, copy.
All right, it's really starting to come together now, I think. There we go. That's good. That's not bad.
Yeah.
And I like it. This looks much more convincing. I think you've found the key. It's all starting to... It's like when I put the hands on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it made sense.
All of a sudden, it's like Da Vinci's masterwork.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there in front of us. All right, that's looking good.
All right. Any final touches? Do you want eyebrows?
Yes, of course. Of course I want eyebrows. My trademark eyebrows. Okay, make it. There we go. And I want to copy... Oh, no, I flipped it. There we go.
There's different expressions each time you flip it.
Copy and paste. And then get that across here.
Wow.
Yeah, and then...
Amazing.
How many for time?
You've got a whole 45 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to say... This is like the other part of my hair.
Okay, I get you. Yeah, good.
Where the other side of the parting.
Yep.
Okay.
12 seconds.
12 seconds. I think I'm gonna call it there.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that is it.
All right.
There we go. The Andy portrait in Well,
you guys know what to do. It's time for you guys to vote.
Vote yes.
And decide whether you think that looks like Andy Farrant of the YouTube channel Outside Xbox.
How could you think otherwise? Look at it. It's a flawless facsimile.
If you were a border control officer, would you let this man through?
I think we could all agree that is excellent. All right. Back to the studio.
Now it's that time where we see what's written in the YouTube comments and in this precious first edition Necronomicon that I lent Jane for our Dungeons & Dragons live show.
Guys,
do you give the book another...
Yeah, I think I've got a magic licking book.
Like you always wanted.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Does it lick back?
Why are the pages damp?
No reason. More like Necronomicon.
What was that?
Nothing. Shut up.
You shut up.
Let's both shut up. Only not, because first of all we have to read these comments.
Oh yeah.
First up this week, the comments on this video about the mysterious grown-up jokes and references in video games that went totally over our heads the first time we encountered them.
So let's all of us sophisticated adults gathered here today enjoy these sophisticated adult jokes with our clever adult brains. Beware of rude things and saucy wordplay ahead.
Commenter Seth Neville is confused and says, beware of rude things and saucy wordplay, but that's exactly why I watch this channel.
That's okay though, because as commenter Richie Rivers III notes, where are these sophisticated adults? Were they hiding behind Andy? Maybe they were under the chair.
I'm sure they're around here somewhere.
Is that a banana in your pocket, or are you just glad to see us?
And now a real life story of just this kind of thing comes to us courtesy of commenter Marchowitz, who says, true story, me, aged 5, being picked up by mum from school. Hi mum, am I pleased to see you or did I just put a canoe in my pocket? I am A, cis female, and B, still a huge Blackadder fan.
Well, that is both adorable and the kind of thing you wake up thinking about 20 years later, still mortified.
Thanks for sharing.
Next this week, your comments on this video in which Andy and I played Hitman 2 no subtitles Columbia level, in which we hitmanned the targets with piranhas, mineshafts and a tattoo gun.
Maybe there's like a cursed burial site you can haunt.
That would be amazing.
You can pretend to be a mummy of some kind.
I just tape some bones to me and get carried in like an old skeleton.
Commenter Max Littlewood is pleased to see us back on our old form and says, 2 minutes in and they're already considering strapping bones to themselves and pretending to be a skeleton. Good to see not much has changed.
Hey, if you can think of an easier way to kill someone, I'd like to hear it.
I mean, you could poison them.
Poison, of course.
Mike will be happy that the beads.
Mike, this is for you.
This is for you, Mike. Bead physics.
Bead physics.
Yeah.
Not everyone was impressed with our Hitman tribute to Mike there, such as commenter Yorkshire Puddin, who says, one moment appreciating the bead physics is not a fitting Mike tribute. Leaving a huge trail of civilian kills and exploded targets would have been far more appropriate.
To be honest, I think he covered that off quite nicely in our recent Hitman 2 Ghost Mode video.
Did you get the unnoticed kill?
Yeah, I did. And you know, all those people I murdered while I had 0 points didn't count, so I'm back in the game.
And lastly on this topic, commenter Camille Kaliga has a question and says, Jane said that she has never hit someone with a full soda can. Maybe I shouldn't be curious, but why did she hit someone with an empty one?
Well, I don't want to waste any soda. I'll be going around thirsty.
How much do you have left in that?
Loads. You got time yet?
In that case, let's move on to your comments on last week's show in which I shared my thoughts on my time with Fallout 76, and we asked Mike to build us a new studio for the Fallout post-apocalyptic wasteland. Well, the big thing with Fallout 76 is that it's multiplayer only, which is... I mean, there's never been multiplayer in a Fallout game, and now this one is nothing
all
but...
multiplayer. Well, Andy, here's commenter Reese Cowell, who is delighted to out-nerd you and says, I hate to out-nerd you, Andy, but Fallout has had multiplayer in Fallout Tactics. Turns out war does sometimes change.
Oh man, someone should tell Ron Perlman. Commenter Stephen Muller, meanwhile, is dismayed at the lack of speechcraft in the game and says, but Andy, speech checks. BTW, I appreciate you guys trying to give this a fair evaluation.
He makes a persuasive point. What's his speech skill?
82.
Well, I'm convinced. Lastly, commenter Flicking Gamer has a novel way to play this game and says, I plan to play as the mysterious stranger from the old games. Follow groups at a distance, help, then disappear. Hey, that is cool. Plus you get that cool mysterious stranger guitar sound when you vanish. Andy? Hey, I can still see you over there.
Ow! Thanks, you ruined it. It was going to be cool. That's it for Show of the Week. Thanks for watching. But before you go, remember the ABC of finishing a YouTube video. Always be constantly pressing the like button.
That last bit's hyphenated.
ABC!
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
All right, lunch. Mike? Mike, what are you doing?
Don't end the show yet. I'm trying to do one of those segways you were talking about.
Do you even know how to drive that thing?
Yes, Andy. No, Andy.